Hey everybody, it's Boo Ray Perry from Tampa, Florida, and today we're going to talk about something that's a little bit different than what I normally talk about here on the channel. You know, my channel is all about photography and many times specifically about Fuji cameras and my Fuji X100V. But today I want to talk about how to be successful on YouTube, how to succeed on YouTube, because I know there's a lot of people who want to have YouTube channels and they're interested and they're looking for, all the tips and tricks to how to be really, really successful on YouTube. So let's start by just going down a quick list. This will be very quick, a quick list of all the things that you're going to see on YouTube from the other channels that are going to tell you how to be successful. And then I'm going to tell you the real secret to how to be successful on YouTube. All right, so some of the things you're going to see out there are things like, first of all, pick a topic that people are interested in, pick a topic that will attract the most number of viewers to your channel. You want to have good production values. You want to have good lighting. You want to have good video. You want to have good sound. Put it all together. It's going to cost you some money, but it's going to be worth it in the end if you want to be successful on YouTube. Be sure to have brand logos for everything. Have a good brand logo. Have a consistent branding across your entire brand, because that's what you're trying to build on YouTube. Once you get all this done and you make enough videos, hopefully you will get to 4,000 subscribers a month. And once you have 4,000 subscribers, you can monetize your channel. That's when you start to make money on YouTube. That's when the big bucks start to roll in. So that's your goal. 4,000 subscribers right off the bat. Also, you want to set up a store where you can sell swag. It's easy enough to do. Merch is what they call it, right? So if you look right below my channel, you'll see I've got a little store. I'm wearing one of my shirts right here. This is just a way for you to generate more revenue from your channel. Every way that you can generate revenue from your channel is a good way. I would advise setting up a website. I have a website, and on there I have links to Amazon products that I use. And when people click those links, I get a couple of dollars or a couple of cents from that. I sell ebooks online. I sell videos online. I have one-on-one coaching online that people sign up for, where I coach them with their photography, and I make a little bit of money that way. Every way that you can make a little bit of money on your channel is good. That's how you become successful on YouTube. Editing, extremely important. You need to edit your videos very, very tight. You would never have in your video like a spot where you just stopped and took a sip of coffee. That would be horrible. That would just be like, that would kill your video completely, and no one would watch your video. And if your lighting was horrible, no one would watch your video. And if your audio was horrible, nobody would watch your video. You have to do all of those things in order to be successful on YouTube. So you're going to spend a lot of time editing, or you're going to pay someone to do a lot of great editing for you. Clickbait titles. This is really important. Be sure to have titles that are clickbait. Do your research, do your SEO. Make a video about something that you're not even interested in. Just, if it's got a good title, it's going to get a lot of views. Views means more money in your pocket. You see? Right. It's all about doing the research and really working hard and drilling down on getting the maximum number of subscribers and the maximum number of views so that you can succeed on YouTube. Having a premium subscriber service is good on YouTube, where you set up a thing so people pay money to you every month and they become premium subscribers and they get extra content. Now you're going to have to produce that extra content, but it's going to be worth it, because now you got that money. You got what we call mailbox money coming in, right? You get it every single month. This is another great way to do it. Post on a schedule. Pick one day every week. Post every week on that day, so people expect your videos on that day. This is how you grow your channel. There's more. There's absolutely more. This is just scratching the surface of the things that you can do to have a successful YouTube channel. And as you've probably figured out by now, that's kind of not really what this video is about. Now I'm going to tell you how I think you have a successful YouTube channel. I'm going to tell you how you can succeed at YouTube. I'm going to tell you how you can just crush it at YouTube. Many of the things I just talked about are things that I do on this channel. Yes, I have merchandise, and yes, I have my website that I say. They're all ways that I make a little bit of money on YouTube. But let me talk to you a little bit about that money. If you have a video on YouTube that makes, well, if it has 1 million views, and it's extremely hard to get 1 million views, but if it has 1 million views on YouTube, you're going to make somewhere between $1,000 and $6,000 off of that video in YouTube ads. You're not going to make any money if you're not monetized, and you're not going to be monetized unless you have 4,000 subscribers. But if you have 4,000 subscribers and you're monetized and you have 1 million views, you might make about $6,000. That seems like good money, right? Until you try to make a video that gets 1 million views. and then you find out how hard it is. That's why a lot of channels don't even produce their own content. A lot of channels just repackage other people's content to try and get them to watch the channel. This is what you see with those videos you see where it's like people just watching someone else's stuff. These people are genius and also a little bit evil, because they will take, like comedian Bill Burr, they'll take Bill Burr's stand-up, play it on their channel, and then film themselves laughing at it. And people watch this. People watch this. And they make money off of it, which I think is kind of genius. But I also think that it's not, because, I mean, you're just riding off of Bill Burr's video. That money should be Bill Burr's money, right? I mean, I get it. You're adding something to it. It's a little bit like when someone takes a photograph and they change it a little bit and then they sell it in an art gallery. I have mixed opinions about that. But I digress. The bottom line is that you've got to make money on your channel. But do you? Do you really? Here's my definition of success on YouTube. Here's how you can crush YouTube. Here's how you can succeed beyond your wildest dreams on YouTube. Okay, first of all, set up a channel where you communicate with people. Excuse me. Communicate with people. It's not about trying to get the most views. It's about trying to communicate with people. So pick a topic that you love. Pick a topic that you're interested in. Pick a topic that even when you find other people who are interested in it, they don't want to talk about it as long as you do. Right? So like if you're really into Star Trek fan fiction, but even other Star Trek fan fiction people are like, oh my God, Boo-Ray, he won't shut up about Star Trek fan fiction. That's your YouTube channel. That's what you should be doing. That's what you should be building. So that's where you start. For me, it's photography and photography concepts and the nuts and bolts and Fuji cameras and so forth. And so that's how I built this channel, was by picking a topic that I enjoy talking about. I think about something and I go, ooh, I want to talk about that, and I go make a video about it. All the rest of it that I talked about, almost all the rest of it is not really nearly as important as that single thing right there. Production? No. Nobody cares about production. Well, there are some people who care about production, and I get my share of comments from people who say, well, your microphone is popping, you know, or your lighting's not that good, or your background is too cluttered. But the truth is, if you're interesting, if people find value in what you have to say, they don't care about any of that stuff. I purposely keep my production values bad. I mean, my lighting's okay, but I purposely don't put too much worry into it, because I want to put my effort into creating videos that I find interesting, because I'm looking for people who are interested in the same things that I'm interested in. So don't worry too much about your production values. Believe me, if you're interesting, your production values are not going to matter at all. Do not chase the views and the likes. I can't stress this enough. If you want to be successful, and again, my view of success is different than many people. If you want to be successful, don't chase the views and the likes. Okay, you may not know this, but I was a disc jockey. For 20 years, I was a radio disc jockey and also in nightclubs. I did improvisational comedian, like Whose Line Is It Anyway? I was part of a troupe in Dallas, Texas. We had our own club. I did all that stuff. I've been on stage my whole life. I've been on microphones my whole life. And at the end of my career, I worked for ABC Radio Network. And my station was was syndicated to 62 stations in 42 states and around the world on Armed Forces Radio. I was on the air in Guam. I was on the air in Hawaii. Every time I opened the mic, I had 25,000 people listening to what I said. And all in all, I probably had 1 million people who knew who I was. That was my career before I became a photographer. And now I have a little YouTube channel with, I don't know, 20,000 subscribers. And sometimes I put up videos that get 500 people, and that's it. So by the metric of my previous success, this channel is a huge failure. But is it? Because I travel and speak, right? I go and speak at conferences and stuff. And probably the biggest one in America is the Imaging USA, right? The Professional Photographer Association of America does Imaging USA every year in January. And speaking there is kind of a big deal because they only have a limited number of speakers, and they don't let you do it all the time. They don't let you do it every year. And so if you get on the platform there, it's kind of a big deal. And I've spoken there 6 times. And I've spoken at WPPI. And I've spoken at state conventions all over the place and at local conventions and stuff like that. I travel and I fly and I speak. And on my best day in my biggest room that is completely packed, I had maybe 500 people. So if you make a little video about Pez dispensers and you get 500 people to watch it, you're doing as well as the best photography speaker in the country, that's not me, but I'm saying the best photography speaker in the country is going to get about 500 people in their room. So don't get tied into the likes. Don't get tied into the views. What's important is that you're doing something you enjoy and that you love, and that other people who enjoy it and love it are joining you. Because what you really want to do is cultivate community. That's how you succeed on YouTube. Cultivate community. Make friends, right? Get people who are interested in the things that you're interested in. Get them to come back again and again. Not because they're particularly interested in your topic, but because they're interested in you. This is the real key to success. It's not about the money. I know people say that all the time, but it's true. It's not about the money. It's about the community. That's what you want on YouTube. I made this video today because I got a text this morning. Someone texted me on Instagram, long text, and they said that they were going to be buying the Fuji X100V, and they said that the main reason they were buying it was because of my channel, that they had watched my channel, and they just wanted to let me know how much they appreciated the videos that I make and the passion that I bring to it, and how they're really looking forward to the camera, and they wanted to say thank you. And listen, getting 1 million views and making $6,000 off of that video, that's all fine and good if that's what you want to do. If that's your business, if you want to be in the business of making money on YouTube, that's great. But there is nothing that equals having people who just reach out to you, people who don't know you, people who don't have to just reach out to you, and you guys do it in the comments all the time, just to say, hey, thank you. I appreciate what you do. I get a little bit of joy. I get a little smile. I get a little fun out of watching your videos. That's everything. And that is how you succeed on YouTube. So you may be watching this video and you may have a YouTube channel and you may be thinking about doing more with it. And if you just want to make it a money-making thing, if you want to succeed in business, then there are tons of videos that are going to tell you how to do that. Go watch those videos and crush it. Make good money, support your family. Personally, just so you know, like the people who go and buy stuff from Amazon, when they click on my links, that money goes into my Amazon account and I use it to buy gifts for my family at Christmas time. It's not enough, but I use it. It helps me offset my price to buy gifts for other people. And the money I make from my YouTube channel, from ads, I use that to pay for my ads on Google for my photography business to help me support my family. I'm not making money off my YouTube channel. But what I am getting that's more valuable than money is friends, community, people who are interested in the things that I'm interested in, vibrant and interesting discussion, and that is how you succeed at YouTube. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Make a YouTube channel about whatever it is that you love, and don't worry about all the other stuff. Just make videos, and then it will come. Eventually, you'll start to develop an audience, and you'll also start to do things like, I could have a little bit better lighting. Listen, go back and watch some of my earliest videos. They're atrocious, but it doesn't matter. What mattered was that I was doing something I liked. And then over time, you get a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better. But don't focus too much on that. Focus on doing what you love and let the love come back to you. All right, I've already talked about how I have all this stuff where I can make a little bit of money and all the things that are interesting. So go check all of that stuff out, and be sure and follow me on Instagram and Threads, and join my group on Facebook, which is called Pro Photo Talk with Blu-ray Perry. And put yourself out there. Get involved. Start a conversation. You'll be glad that you did. That's how you succeed at YouTube. Thanks for watching.